Okay, when I say the biggest garbage can human being, disgusting, lying, scam artist, low-life person is this woman, Masika Kalysha Tucker, that happened to be on one of our shows, Love and Hip Hop, who attempted to buy a house from me but committed fraud. And then I was nice enough to let this disgusting person in my house with a lease decided to use the COVID-19 moratorium to commit fraud to the tune of $75,000, okay, that she owes me in back rent, and held my house hostage from me, where I couldn't go to the house, I couldn't look at the house, I couldn't sell the house, while she squatted in my house while this woman was posting pictures of how much money she has and shopping sprees, and she ain't paying her rent. So she finally fled the house. In the middle of the night, fled the house, stole my washer and dryer, stole movies off the wall, stole cameras, and she now has returned to the streets. She has returned to the projects where she came from, and she's facing insane litigation.
Now, I'm no fan of Masika Kalysha after the stunts that she's pulled lately in a feeble attempt to stay relevant and in the public's eye. We know these so-called celebrities present a facade of a lifestyle to us because that's what we gravitate towards and are entertained by. But the fact that this man thinks it's okay to refer to this black woman as a trash can, all because she won't pay back rent, is unacceptable. Now, I get his frustration as a homeowner because I have been in the same position with a former tenant who did the same exact thing, and this occurred prior to the COVID. So there was no excuse there. But to say that she now has to return to the projects upon her exit, where she so-called came from, is out of line. While he may be justified in his upset pertaining to the rent situation, what is not going to be tolerated is this same trope being lodged at a black woman when you're upset. The same trope that is always perpetuated towards us. What he should have done is express his frustration to a judge and not to the shame of Bravo, known as Brandi Glanville, and her audience. Masika should not, I repeat, should not address this publicly. She should handle this in court and not in the public, but knowing Masika Kalysha, she will be responding in 3, 2, 1. Speaking of someone who can't seem to stay out of the public eye, Jussie Smollett has resurfaced with claims that he was telling the truth and that there is a tape to vindicate him of the alleged attack. Take a listen.
I don't think that they won't let this go. There is an example being made, and the sad part is that there's an example being made of someone that did not do what they're being accused of. These prosecutors, these police, they're frat boy, fraternal order of police. You know, all of these departments, they get funded, they get promotions, they get these types of incentives, not from solving a case, not from solving a case based on truth, based on fact, but in fact winning the case. So if your first motive and your main motivation is to win a case, well then you're going to win at any cost, which means that you're willing to throw people under the bus that don't deserve to. You're willing to coax people into lying about things and saying things happened that did not happen.
One of the things specifically that the Chicago PD though said with your case is that they could not find a video of a hate crime attack.
It's out there, you know. There's also 2 other witnesses that saw white men. So, saw exactly what I say that I saw. These are the things that people don't necessarily know because the lies and the things that were not true were yelled from the rooftop. But then the second that something came out that corroborated everything that I said, all of a sudden it was not even a whisper. There is a tape of the from what I've seen, and there is something, but of course it cuts off right before it happens.
This case with Jussie was a blow to our community, and the fact that it is still ongoing shows you that there is, as he says, an example being made. The amount of money that has been spent on this case is staggering, and it seems we will never know the truth because Jussie is sticking to his story, and so is the prosecutor on the case. As for the issue with Masika, do you think the landlord was right for putting her business out there, seeing that she is a public figure? And do you think that they are targeting Jussie to make a point? On a lighter note, the Verzuz between Miss Gladys Knight and Patti Labelle was a success. There were over 500,000 people tuned in to watch what I think was one of the best yet. Miss Patti was in rare form as usual as she did her signature and kicked off her shoes, but the gag was that she had a second pair stored away and put those on and carried on with the show. Miss Gladys came with the live performances while sitting down the majority of the time, I might add, and it was amazing to witness that. Also, the legendary Dionne Warwick made an appearance at the end and they all sang Superwoman, and it was awesome. Here is a quick snippet.
Over the rainbow and wide. Oh, yeah, kick that shoe up and hit my knee. Girl, it hit right on my knee.
Did it?
Yeah, I usually kick that shoe off on that song on stage, guys.
Yeah,
when we have a whole lot of room on stage.
Every time
so
you're
I
on
had this
stage,
small
girl, I come
area.
see you when I
But
can.
it was cute to kick.
Yeah.
Ooh, my knee is hurting, but it's all
Oh,
good.
I'm sorry, boo boo.
It's all right, pumpkin.
That was good stuff, huh? Comment below your opinion and remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, turn on your notification bell and stay tuned for more. And I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.